Welcome to today's video. Today I have another product for you from Charlotte Tilbury. She's really pushing that stuff out, man. This is her limited edition highlighter and it's huge. Notice how when I'm flashing the camera with something like this, the color of my face changes? It's not a shiny silver, but it's different for her because she usually does the rose gold. And this is what it looks like inside. And it's really kind of hard to tell what it is. I saw pictures where it looked kind of blue purplish. I thought, I don't know. And then I saw pictures like this and I thought maybe this will match my very favorite highlighter, which happens to be from Charlotte Tilbury. It is her original light wand in Spotlight. We are going to be doing some swatches here because nobody is being super good about taking photos of things as they are. So on the hand, of course, this is a heavy swatch, but I think she calls this kind of a rosy gold. And there's some rosiness in this, but this is just a really pretty color on my skin tone. And again, heavy swatch. Let's compare it to this. Dun, 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 dun. This is really smooth. There's no grit in here. And she does do powders very, very nicely. So this, to me, it looks gold. And when I swatched this last night, I was a little disappointed because gold is not something I really am into. I have one that I always thought was gold, and I felt okay wearing it in the summer a couple of years ago, but ever since I found this light wand, I haven't moved back. But it doesn't really look gold in here. I wanted to bring a couple of other things to compare so you had an idea of what this color looks like. I don't know if this is made anymore. It is Natasha Denona All Over Glow in 01 Light, and that's what she looks like. And I always thought this was kind of gold. And it's also smooth and pretty. Here she is. And it has more gold than this, but it's not as gold as the new Charlotte Tilbury. There's a lot more champagne to me in this one. And then I thought I would compare it to a couple of very popular, well-known, you might have it. This is Moonstone for Becca. Also smooth, but not quite as smooth. And there's the Becca. So the Becca is lighter than the Denona. It might be somewhat similar to this one, but I like this one better. And this one is still the gold one. Now this is a little one of Opal. And I'm running out of room, so I'm going to put it right here. Now, we're seeing some similarities. So this is kind of close to Opal. My God. It's more than kind of close, you guys. Is this the same color as Opal? So here's the Opal. It might have a little more pink in it, maybe. I'm just going to turn around. My lights are different today. I don't have any lights on. I just have the door open a foot because it's quite hot. But I didn't want to do the fan again. And in my monitor, it looks like really nice natural light. We'll see what it looks like. When I put it into the computer, I'm just trying to find the focus area and give you... But I'm going opposite because I don't have my little LED open, which helps me get my bearings. And I'm just doing a slight twist so you can see what's going on. I think it looks very, very close to the Opal. So my friends, let's put this on. I only have my foundation and my concealer on. Let's take some of this pretty with my Anastasia brush. Loaded. Take some off and let's do it. She's shiny. And at the end of the video, you guys, I will change the lights and put on the regular studio light, do a couple of different light options so you can get a better sense of this color. And I'm going to go ahead and just highlight places that I normally wouldn't, because this video is just one thing, highlighter, which I know is crazy. I should have put it in with everything else, but honestly, this was something that was available to Rouge for a short window of time before it came out, so I just got it. And if I use a highlighter, I like to put a little bit between the brows to kind of open everything up. I usually don't do the Cupid's bow because I don't have the most defined Cupid's bow ever. Okay. And I didn't put on blush because I just didn't want anything to kind of fight with what's going on here. But I'm going to put on some blush now. I'm going to put on She's So LA because this is matte, and I think everything else I have here is either cream, so it has some sheen, or actually has a powder that has shimmer in it. Wow, what's a super shiny highlight. And you can see it better when I have some blush on because there's contrast between the color of my skin and the highlighter. I'm just going to move the blush to the cheeks, which is where I would normally put it. And you know what? I'm just going to do a really simple kind of look. This might be a silly video. I've never seen anyone do a video just on highlighter, except for Jaclyn Hill maybe. But I'm just going to put that blush in the crease. And a neutral lipstick. This is, I think it's Dusk in Becca. And that's it. So, you know, a blush, a bronzer, a lip. I haven't done anything else to the eyes. And I just wanted to give you an idea of what is going on here. I believe this is a holiday release limited edition. It is for face and for body. And it's called Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. It's ginormous. It looks like a pretty shell, right? And it's about 11.5 grams. Not about, it says it's 11.5 grams. I am totally not sure, but I am going to change the lights right now so you can get different views of what this color is and what it looks like. Now I have my door open all the way, and when I do that, because I have no lights on, it looks quite dark on this side, but here's what we got. It is super shiny. I'll say just, you know, I'm guessing if you have a yellow undertone, this will be better on you. And my undertone is actually yellow. It's just not a lot of yellow. When I look at certain places of my neck, I'm like, oh, there is yellow here. And when I look at my veins, they do look green. If your veins look green, you have a yellow undertone. If they look blue, you have a pink undertone. If you can't tell, you're probably neutral. But I run to neutral for my foundations because yellow foundations have too much yellow in them. But if you're really yellow, this will probably look a little more natural than I am getting. And I'm going to change the lights again. All right, just a little bit of change with that. I'm doing another light change though, don't worry. Moving around. I feel like the more lights I put on, the more I feel like the Tin Man, which is something I think she's actually pretty good at. One more light. And this is my usual light setup. The door is open and I have a big light over here and a backlight on. It's hot today and I didn't want to have my fan on because I know that can be distracting. Here is what we're doing. It's super pretty. I wonder if I can, when I say I laid it on heavy, it wasn't just I applied it heavily, but I put it all over my face in areas that I normally wouldn't, like my forehead. And it didn't look good right here. I usually put a little right here. I should have probably used another brush so I could have more control over it. So I just knocked it down a little bit to see if the look is a little more natural. I don't know if that's changed it at all. And there you have it, my super quick Charlotte Tilbury limited edition for holiday, as far as I can tell, Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter, because superstars all glow. No, they don't. And it's a little bit different, I think, than the Swatch. And the Swatch, again, is right here, and this is the Opal. And this is my favorite. All right, you guys, and there you have it. My conclusions are, this is smoother than the Becca. It's smoother than the Opal in its touch to the finger, but the color's pretty much the same. If you already have the Opal, you probably don't need this. If you like to do your entire body, then maybe this would work for you because it's quite big. I just don't understand it, because to me, we're coming into fall and winter and we're not really showing as much. This might work well for Australia, who is coming into summer, actually. So, you know, below the equator, you might like this right now. And that's gonna do it, my friends, for this video. I know it is short and sweet. Let's just call it a very specific video. But I did want to get it out, and I didn't want to wait for something else, and I just couldn't figure out, you know, what else would I do with this, since I just did a big video on Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame. So that's it. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you when you're making your purchasing decisions, when it's coming especially. The seasonal drops are happening a little more frequently. We're beginning to hear about more. I think come October, it's going to be an onslaught. And we all have to budget. It's up to you. If this fits your life, if this fits your budget, go for it. Anyway, thank you for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.